Today on Callout, Nelson SAR rescues an overly curious canine who has tumbled off a cliff.
We're just putting together a rope team right now to go up. We don't typically do rope rescues for animals.
And later, SAR dogs and handlers alike vie for tracking certification.
By virtue of fun training through this dog, this is what he learns to do. Dog learns to work, but it's all fun. They get that mentality that they want to go to work.
Monday, 1 p.m. Nelson Search and Rescue is called out to the base of Pulpit Rock, a popular hiking destination located just outside of town. Injuries on this challenging trail are not uncommon, but this rescue is.
Apparently a canine has walked off the cliff and become stuck on a ledge. So we're just putting together a rope team right now to go up and see what we can do.
The grueling hike is equivalent to climbing 121 stories and takes about 45 minutes if you're in good shape. Once at the top, the team assesses the situation. Finley, a 1.5-year-old golden retriever, was on a hike with his owners when something caught his eye.
He just took off, and he's 18 months old, so he's hard to control. And this particular day, he decided to just go after whatever he got scent of, and he just went right over the rock.
As luck would have it, the very last ledge on the cliff face has stopped him from falling to certain death.
He would have continued down for probably another 200 or 300 feet to the bottom onto jagged rock. So, you know, his fall, if he'd fallen the whole way off Pulpit Rock, very unlikely he would have survived.
So Finley's a 90-pound dog, and he's about 15 meters down the cliff. So we're just setting up right now, do a rope system, get over there and see if we can bundle him up.
2 rope technicians from Roslyn Search and Rescue have arrived to assist Nelson's crew.
He's getting his fall lines right here.
For this type of a rope rescue, we need 6 trained, certified members. If we don't have them initially on scene, the call has gone out. Members are coming from other areas to come and fulfill those positions.
In this setup, the rope technicians will be tasked with lowering and raising the line. Team leader Chris Armstrong will act as the edge person located at the top of the cliff. He will give the commands and relay any communication between the rope technicians and the attendant below.
You know, that tree's fine by me.
Bruce Gardave will act as attendant.
Part of my job is to check all my anchors for what the team secured against, just to make sure that it's strong enough to support my weight and hold our 10-to-1 ratio as we go over the edge.
Good to go?
It's good to go.
For every 100 pounds, we have to have a 1,000-pound backup.
A large group of hikers gathers to watch the rescue unfold.
We were quite concerned. You know, he's like a member of our family. We were pretty upset, and but at the same time, very grateful that Search and Rescue was there.
Lower away!
Bruce is carefully lowered. Underneath him looms a deadly drop into a bed of sharp rocks and jagged pine trees.
For most people, it looks fairly vertical. Actually, the inclination of the slope was maybe in somewhere of the range of 60 degrees.
Little more slack!
The dog had been down there quite a long time, so it had been getting quite anxious, trying to move, trying to figure out, obviously, a way to get back up.
You're good.
You know, the worst case in that situation, especially with an animal, someone you can't communicate with, you get worried that they're going to get excited, they're going to start moving around, and then they're going to slip off. And that would be a horrible situation for everybody involved.
Is he hurt at all?
Just having a look, hang on.
I really try and calm the dog down. I try and speak to it. I call its name, just so that it calms down and it will hopefully stay where it's at.
So Bruce is at the dog right now. He's just calming him, checking him out. We're just waiting for a dog PFD to actually put on the animal to use as a harness to get him up. He's quite a large dog, so having that PFD will help a lot.
The life jacket, donated by a local pet store, arrives and is slid down on Bruce's line.
Got it.
You know, the dog was a good-natured dog, and he actually did allow me to do the work that needed to be done. And I think it comes from the dog's understanding that he needs some help here, that he's not going anywhere on his own. So once the PFD was secured, I added a secondary webbing harness because the PFD is not designed for vertical lift.
All team ready? Attendant.
With the makeshift harness in place, the team prepares to haul Bruce and Finley up.
Raise.
Everything goes smoothly, at first.
I knew looking up that I'd be in for a bit of a trial. There was one of the ledges that was about 5 feet.
Stop.
And the biggest difficulty is the ropes pulling over that one ledge.
We're vertical now.
Are your feet touching?
He's away from the rock. He's free hanging.
Can you get your feet enough so you can push off?
Physically, from the free hanging position, it was not going to be possible for me to lift a 90-pound dog with my 2 hands and no feet at all, up and over my head, to bring it up to the ledge.
They're resetting, Bruce, so just give a sec. How much tail we got there? Rope rescues are never straightforward. When Bruce was coming up the line, he couldn't physically lift the dog over top of the edge. When things like this happen, teams need to be organized and ready to act.
We're watching closely as the situation unfolded, and we knew that he was hung up because we could hear all the search and rescue guys talking amongst themselves.
Ready? Okay, they're ready, Bruce.
Chris makes the decision to send a rope technician down to help Bruce.
Attendants, ready? Okay, prepare to raise. Raising. Oh, looks good, looks good. There we go.
He was able to hold my line out, and we were able to then push the dog up and over the ledge and get him on top.
I know.
Shortest length.
We need 3 more feet. Hauling.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Once that was done, then it was pretty clear sailing up to the top.
I was relieved to see him. I wanted to cry. We had a group of onlookers, and everyone was on the verge of tears. So I was just trying to hold it together because I wanted to make sure he was okay.
And you're free, buddy. Here you go.
Finley scampers off to his grateful owners. But he's not out of the woods just yet. Finley is hurt.
We could see that he had quite a limp in his hind quarter. I once taken an animal first aid course, so I checked his gums to see what his pressure was like. I felt his leg, his range of motion.
At the beginning, we didn't believe that he'd even sustained any injury, but as it turned out, he fractured his pelvis in 3 different places.
Luckily, there's an access road nearby where a SAR vehicle can pick them up.
I did this at a stag party. Yeah. But I think it was a goat or something.
It was a goat?
And it wasn't sticking its wet penis in the
Chris and Jordan take turns piggybacking the 90-pound dog.
Well, it seemed like a good decision to carry Finley down the mountain. But a 30-plus degree day, a hot dog wrapped around your neck, trying to keep his jewels out of my ear. There's a lot of hazards in search and rescue you never think about. We're just waiting right now for the truck to come up and give us a ride down. All was successful, went really well.
What a relief that we have people that want to help us like that, and animals, like, especially.
Back on 4 paws, Finley is as happy-go-lucky as ever, blissfully unaware of the life and limb risked for his rescue.
In situations like this, where we're doing an animal rescue, the government will cover our liability, but all our expenses are to our own. Our members that come out, the equipment we use, our time, none of it's covered.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Despite the costs, search and rescue members choose to respond to these calls, simply because if they don't, Someone with less experience will.
You know, what would have probably happened is that, you know, myself and my friend would have gotten some ropes and search and rescue would have been rescuing us, you know, a short time later kind of thing. So we were pretty happy that they decided to come and assist us.
Look what we got for you. Look at Finley.
A teenage boy has gone missing in the woods. Time is ticking away. Thankfully, searchers have a powerful tracking tool at their disposal, one that zeroes in on its target with proven accuracy. Luke, the golden retriever. Luke is not your average house pet. He is a certified SAR dog, trained to help search and rescue crews locate missing subjects. Like humans, Luke is sensing smells with his olfactory epithelium, an organ loaded with sensory neurons. But his is about 17 times the size of ours, and at least 1 million times more sensitive. This allows him to detect diluted scents in the air, ones that we humans cannot even perceive. What does it take to become a search and rescue dog? These unassuming family pets are about to find out.
2 steps back, 2 more.
They're participating in an orientation course with their owners at the base of Mount Washington on Vancouver Island. When 23 dogs meet for the first time, a bit of mayhem is inevitable.
When you get that aggression is constant, so you want to put him in a non-dominating place, okay? Put him down right beside you.
Staff Sergeant Dave Wood, program manager for the RCMP's Police Dog Service, has assessed countless potential SAR dogs and their hopeful handlers over the years. He and other instructors will not only be scrutinizing the dogs today, they will also be observing the handlers.
Handlers advance.
Handlers have to be active members of a local SAR team, be physically fit, and have a good understanding of ground search practices including navigation, survival, and first aid. As for the dogs, they must pass basic obedience, but most importantly, they should enjoy the work.
By virtue of fun training through this dog, this is what he learns to do. Dog learns to work, but it's all fun. They get that mentality that they want to go to work.
For this introductory course, each dog will be trained individually for minimal distraction. Up first are handler Gundula Briegel and her Belgian Shepherd Kia.
We're going to get the dog ginned up here. The handler is going to run away and hide just behind the tree, the very first step of search dog training and assessing for drive.
The prey drive is the instinctive behavior in certain dogs to pursue and capture prey. To test Kia's prey drive, Gundula gets her wound up. Dogs with high prey drive make the best SAR dogs, as it keeps them searching for long hours. Kia is learning that finding the quarry, in this case her owner, comes with a reward. Verbal praise from some very ecstatic humans. This serves to reinforce her desire to perform well.
You concentrate on keeping her focused on him.
Down the road, another dog handler team is being put to the test. Nanaimo Search and Rescue member Clifton Pinder and his duck-tolling retriever, Yana.
Look what I got for you. Look what I got.
Yana has so far shown the same enthusiasm as Kia, but will she demonstrate strong prey drive when the quarry is not her owner, but a total stranger?
Come on.
The light really hasn't come on for this dog yet, and we've taken it about 3 steps, and we can't get it beyond 3 steps. So we'll give it a rest for the rest of the day.
We're first-timers. I'm just getting a feel for what the search dog world is all about, and Yana is learning a little bit about that too. I'm having a great time with Yana.
For Alan Dennis and his dog Chester, a more experienced duo, the stakes are raised.
Yeah, we'll do the 1 minute where the quarry running away, and then take the dog away for a minute, come back, sit him down, shoot him up. 20 feet into the woods.
After watching the quarry race off, Chester is taken away and distracted for 1 full minute.
Now the object is, after 1 minute, can you bring the dog back? Will the dog focus? Does the dog understand what it's supposed to do? If it does well after 1 minute, then we take them out of sight for 3 minutes. Same scenario.
Search!
Good dog, good dog, good dog.
Chester passes with flying colors. The instructors up the ante.
So now it's the unknown. We'll see how that goes.
This time, only the handler will be shown who and where the quarry is.
Search!
Chester will have to rely entirely on his nose.
Went down all the way to the ski hill, turned uphill, and caught the scent pattern and beetled right in. Yeah, and it's pretty strong wind, so probably about 30 or 40 feet away, the scent cone was evident to the dog, and then it followed it into the person.
Who's a smart boy, Chester? Who's a smart boy?
At any given moment, our bodies shed millions of skin cells called rafts. These, as well as other scent molecules from our bodies, get carried by air currents and create what is called a scent cone. When air-scenting dogs such as Chester come across it, they're trained to follow the scent back to its source, where it is the most concentrated. The handler's job is to establish effective search patterns until the dog picks up a trail.
Up this way.
For example, if someone is lost in the woods and the dog searches with the wind at his back, he will not detect the scent cone. Handlers must therefore work their way up against the wind in a perpendicular route. To illustrate the effects of the wind, instructor Roy Fawcett uses a smoke bomb.
So this is what scent would come off a body or a person or an article that's in the woods. This is what the wind would be doing to it. You have to be cognizant all the time, especially when you're doing searches in the mountains, because you get swirling wind and you have to think, okay, somewhere in here I had a wind change. I may want to go back and research.
On the first hit, we want a little more distance, so we get
RCMP Staff Sergeant Dave Wood is teaching the same principles to his group, but on more difficult terrain.
Ready? Let's search. Good.
We're in a tight grid because your scent to the wind factor is pretty stale in here, pretty stagnant, and so that he's got to manage his area, ensure that his area is covered, and watch the ranging aspect of his dog, watch his behavior of his dog.
When air scenting, dogs are non-discriminating and will follow any human scent that they detect. This approach is useful when the point last seen of the missing subject is unknown. Not far away, another group is working on a different skill, tracking. If the point last seen is known, this is the preferred method.
They're going to lay a track in the field. We're going to let it age for 15 or 20 minutes just to let the scent die down. And then we'll come with the dog, we'll start at the scent pad, and we'll follow the track into the bush. Right now what we want is the track to age, because normally we get there at some point an hour, 2 hours after the person has gone missing, so we want to simulate that as close as possible.
The dog is exposed to a sample of the subject's scent, such as an article of clothing or a footprint. With their nose to the ground, tracking dogs follow not only the subject's tracks, but also smells from freshly broken twigs, crushed grass, and trampled insects. Although air scenting and tracking skills are taught separately on this orientation course, in a real-life situation, experienced SAR dogs will commonly switch between the two to problem solve and find their subject.
Start with Roy's and Chris's new dog puppy group, and we'll just review the dogs for Dave.
It's now time for the instructors to go over their assessments.
So Ron seemed happy with both dogs.
The standard for dogs is high, and it is just as high for the handlers.
One handler needs some management, bush management skills, and I think that's got to be told to their SAR group.
Some of the handlers will receive disappointing news tonight, but others will be encouraged to pursue validation, after which they can further specialize in avalanches, water, or urban disaster searches. As for Yana, she's not quite ready for the SAR world, but with more time and hard work, she stands a very good chance of joining the effort to save lives. After all, every dog has its day. Callout Search and Rescue features real stories filmed live by search and rescue teams during actual missions. Find out more at calloutsar.tv.